Welcome, everyone, to the Puff Drink Talk podcast. Conrad here.
Hilton.
Marchiani.
Sorry, Ron, I know you just took a big puff of cigar and it's like, hey, say your name. Well, Farmer Ron, tell us about your...
But George also was doing that, and then we saw that. It's George.
George
He was
here.
Puffing on the cigar.
That's exactly what happened.
I got it. I have a bad habit. I need to pay attention to the room a little bit better. My
No
apologies. But no, I joke, Farmer Ron, but you have chickens and vegetables.
I have chickens and vegetables. So I moved out to the country, as I call it, which is only 3 miles from Cedar Park. I bought a patch of land years ago in Jonestown, and I built my own house. That was an event. But I really enjoy being out there because it's quiet, it's dark. It's just a hop, skip, and jump from everything. Okay. You know, 3 miles from Cedar Park, and you know what Cedar Park's like in the middle of the day. It's crazy. But I got myself some chickens. I called them my new insurance agents.
Okay.
It was great. But they're doing really well. They produce 2 eggs every day. It's the first time I have ever had anything other than a dog.
Right.
So it's been an interesting experience, and I give them free range in my whole backyard, which is quite interesting. They make a mess of things, and it's quite interesting. They dig into things. They eat grass constantly, and they constantly have to poo. So instead of clean up your dog once a day, I have to clean up chickens 3 times a day. They're all over the place, but they're great. I get fresh eggs. I have 34 eggs now in a couple of weeks. And I started gardening. I've never had any success when I lived in Cedar Park, when I had my house there. But I'm actually successfully growing vegetables now. I've got 4 tomatoes. I got 2 green peppers. I got a whole slew of things that are coming about, and it's been quite interesting now because I failed miserably every time I tried. So I'm really excited about it. And I'm managing the control of the sun. And when I say that, I have these filters that I can drop down over these kind of nets that I've made, and it prevents the sun from baking down on them. All that well, I have raised beds, and it works out really well.
Creating a little greenhouse for yourself.
Yes, I am.
Oh,
yes, I am.
That's so cool.
Yeah,
I like it. I like it.
It's pretty cool. I'll have to send you some pictures to post up or something. It's pretty interesting.
And what made you decide to move out to Jonestown and kind of start this whole...
Well, I bought this land, I think it was about 6 years ago, and I got a hell of a deal I found it on Facebook, believe it or not. A guy was posting
Really?
it. I ran out and I looked at it and I said, this is perfect. It's this little off Beach Street, and the whole area back there has a mixture of really high-end houses and really low-end houses. But this patch of land had 4 houses on it, and I was like, this is perfect. And I literally went out there while I was working at AAA at the time, and I went out there and literally leveled the ground. I did all of it myself. And then I had a guy, as a friend of mine, has a backhoe, and we cleared it out. And then I waited to get my loan for the construction, and we started building. But I moved out there because it was quiet.
Yeah.
And I wanted to be close to everything still. So, I get here in 30 minutes. It's no problem at all. It's close enough to everything, but just a step away from everything, if you know what I mean.
You can disconnect, but yet if you need anything, you're just right there.
I'm right there.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
It almost feels like in the U.S. it's like this. You can always, even though if namely by convention you're far, but it's not that far because it's so easy access to places. There's always a good road that you can drive on. It's not going to take you forever to drive. Unless traffic builds up, but yeah.
Yeah, and the funny thing is there's 2 bars like right up the street I can walk to, and a liquor store and a post office, and and my girlfriend's moved in temporarily with me because she left her apartment and she's looking for a house, and she's like, man, she's never wanted to move in permanently because she has nothing to do out there. I'm like, really? It's like 2 miles to either way to the market, but she found a yoga shop within walking distance from where I live, and I'm in the country, but there's a yoga shop, so she's flipping out over that. I'm like, so you might hang out here longer now, right?
No, half half of her suitcase is gonna be in your house.
Yeah, permanently.
Yeah.
And then you're gonna start getting plants and and pictures on the
Well,
wall.
I already have that. Anyway, I'm into art myself, and I have a lot of plants, but she added about 15 plants, and it's great. It's really great.
How do you like our art in here now?
Oh yeah, it's good. I'm a big fan of art, especially liquor bottles. So I have to tell you a story. You'll love this one. So my God rest her soul, my mother passed years ago, but she used to ride around when she used to travel and collect all those little mini liquor bottles.
Oh, okay.
You should see the collection I had at one point in time. I had over 2,000 little bottles. I mean, I had one that was like a tennis ball, one that was a baseball, and I kept a small batch of these. And it's like my little artwork. It sits on top of my liquor cabinet.
Yeah.
Oh, how
but
cool is that?
I called the liquor board because I wanted to sell them at like an event. And they wouldn't let me. I couldn't even get the license for it. And so I ended up disposing of them all. Just got rid of them all. But there was over 2,000 bottles, and I kept like 30 of them. Some of the most unique ones. I have a turkey, one that's actually shaped like a turkey. They're interesting, these little bottles, travel bottles.
Art is something interesting because to some people means nothing, and other people means a lot.
Yes.
The same.
Yes.
The same piece, right?
Yes.
Well, I feel like art also has a story to it. You know, like that was a connection from your mom, and they're unique. So it's like you got to keep those. I was collecting shot glasses everywhere we went.
No
you
kidding.
know, just have I probably have like 50 shot glasses. You know, and it would be like, we made a trip up to Santa Cruz, grab a little shot glass. You know, we went San Diego, got a shot glass. You know, so we have shot glasses everywhere that we've explored and stuff. So
yeah, art's a big part of me. I have a lot of it. My daughter, when she was, I'm gonna say she was 8, drew this vase. She made it out of chalk, and I've saved that. I used to have it hanging up in my office when I worked at AAA. Where I took it and I mounted it into a raised frame in glass, and it is just so beautiful. People said, "Oh my God, who drew this?" This is all the years that I was in an office, and people would stop by. And they just thought some major artist did. Who was the artist? This is my young daughter. And they were like, "It's beautiful." So I've saved these things, and I've got her self-portrait still at home. And it's art. It's not even just like a kid drawing it. You know, it's really turned into something. I have a number of collections of things that I like. I don't know if any of them are famous. It doesn't matter to me. It's how I touch it. As a matter of fact, you and I experienced a gentleman, I think his name is Alex, who brought some art to one of our events. And I've been bugging him. I want one of his pieces back.
Oh, yeah, the guy with the nice hair.
With the nice hair. The dreads. He's a fantastic artist, in my opinion. I want his work. He's got this one piece that'll fit in one of my rooms, and I'm chasing him after. I'm like, "Come on, you got to sell it to me." It's like you said.
He's a young dude.
He's a young guy.
Years old.
Yeah, he's young. Yeah,
20 years old.
He's 20 or 20. Yeah.
I had a one-to-one with him 2 weeks ago.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah.
Oh,
he's such
great.
an interesting dude.
He is a good guy. Real good guy. Yeah, and his art is really cool.
Yeah, he's in roofing, but also art, and it's a very interesting dude.
yeah,
So young, and it's like, hey, I don't know, man. In our world, we end up like meeting a lot of different people.
Yes, we do.
Some are really good and some are really bad, but most of it are just interesting people. Everybody has that one story to tell.
Even some of the ones that we may not click with still have interesting stories that just don't fit into maybe some of the things that we do or whatever. But and this kid just really, his art turned me on. And like you said, art is very individual. Something that you like, I may not like. Something I like, you may not like. You know, it's just how it hits you.
yeah.
And I just got thrilled over his stuff, and I want to see more of it.
Yeah, that's cool.
Tell us about you building your house.
Oh. So that was an event. I set out to build a house that was as self-sufficient as I could make it. What I mean by that is when I trekked off to do this, I bought a plan online and I modified it. It was a 3-bedroom, 2-story, contemporary styles, or some people say modern. And I changed it around so I'd have an office instead of a 3rd bedroom and opened it up. But when I was building this thing, I took into all the things I experienced over the years as an adjuster, as a contractor that I saw. So the first thing I thought of was foundation. I saw a lot of cracking of foundations in our area for a long, long time. So I approached my my concrete guy and said, I want it double thick. And he says, you don't need to. You're all rock out here. I said, build it double thick. So we built a double thick foundation.
Yeah.
Why? I wanted to prevent any cracking. I actually had him pick 15 spots in there, and we narrowed it down to 4, and I put actually 3-foot pillars in the ground for a lack of movement, even though there may not be any movement out there. So that was my approach to everything I did.
Right.
I had my framers come in.
You're going to do it. You're going to do it
Yeah,
right.
I'm going to do it right. I had my framers come in from Dallas. A good friend of mine framed it for literally 50% of what everybody else could get it done for.
Jeez.
But I went with a zip system. And the zip system is like it's got a sheathing that's sealed on the outside that's weatherproof. It's, like a Tyvek, but it's built right onto the sheathing.
Okay.
But I put a 2-inch insulation sheathing piece in there. So when I built it, it already had insulation around it. When I put the walls together, I filled it with rock wool instead of pink, and I had them stuff every single wall within the house, so you can't hear someone from room to room.
Really?
Yeah, it's all dense and quiet.
Right.
And I did that for energy efficiency purposes. Put a metal roof on it, and I put a solar panel system in it with 2 battery backups. I don't have an electric bill.
Oh, that's
at
awesome.
all. And and I have a septic system. I went with a higher end septic system. Some of the things I did, I completely sealed that house in the zip system, but I also sealed every single any nail hole was sealed.
Right.
Everything underneath the house, I completely sealed it with a special product that is used to prevent anything from getting in there, any air. So there's no air movement in there except for what I generate.
Right.
Or if I leave the doors open. Put a lot of fans in there, large fans, to actually move air around. And like I said, I don't have an electric bill because of the efficiency of this place. Even in our dense heat, my house is very comfortable. My air conditioner barely runs. What else did I do? I customized bathrooms, so I did my own bathrooms. They're really cool looking.
Beautiful.
They're really cool
Really?
looking. They're made. The house is not made to sell. It'll never sell. It's all me.
Right.
I mean, I have a tubular sink in the powder room. I put bidets in there because I have septic. I figured, let me cut back on paper. So I put bidets in every single bathroom.
Right.
I have a porch that leads out from the master where I can go out and hang out and look at the sky and the stars, and I have a nice telescope out there so I can check things
that's
out
awesome.
at night. Yeah, it's kind of cool. It's very, when I don't want to say surreal, but it's very calming out there.
Yeah.
The way I did it. And I built this house because I had a limited space of 63 by 90, and I built a house that's square so I could maximize that yard because I have a dog. And I dry-scaped the whole front. And I did I wanted to replicate an Italian cobblestone for my driveway, so I put in a curved. I took these old blocks and I did it myself, and you'll never find, like, it's not perfection of beauty. It's the roughness is the way I did it for
Right.
intention, because I wanted to look kind of like out in the country.
Yeah.
And it was kind of neat. And I put this big horseshoe in there and did a dryscape on the side. I have some really cool cactus, some really good plants that done well. When I did my fence, I wanted a higher fence, and I wanted to save money because the darn metal poles were like $159 at the time each. And I'm like, geez, how am I going to cut back on these costs? So I took 2x4s, and I bought this product from one of the tractor supply houses, like a tar almost paint. And I painted them. Then I routed them out, and I put pickets in between them rather than, build it out a different way where you had to use more wood. I tried to cut back on everything I did.
Yeah.
And, it was quite the event. One of the other unique things, I'm originally from up in Philadelphia, the East
Okay.
Coast, so everything we had is smooth walls, okay? And you don't see that. We always see texture walls or orange peel walls here.
Right.
It's a major thing to do that. They call it level 9 finishing, and it's very expensive. The quotes I got were like $15,000 to do that, my 1,390 square foot house. So I flew my guys in from the East Coast, 2 guys, and they did it in a week, because that one would have taken 4 weeks if the other guys did it. And
Really?
they did it, yeah, because they're used to doing that. I used to buy and sell properties when I lived up north, when I first got into construction.
Yeah.
And I brought those guys down, and they did all smooth walls throughout the house. And that was pretty
goddamn.
cool.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool. Yeah.
You gotta see the pictures.
I'll show them to you.
Yeah, I
It's
want to see
incredible.
this.
It's incredible.
It was fun and frustrating all at the same time.
Right.
The fun part was seeing it come together. The frustrating part is I did this in 6 months and a week, by the way. So it was I was pushing.
Are you
I was-
shitting
I
me?
was pushing hard.
Really?
Yeah.
6 months. I was just going to ask you how long.
Yeah.
Because honestly, everything you've just been saying, I'm like, all right, yeah, that's a 2-year project, 2-3 years. That's cool.
Yeah.
Like, no, 6 months.
Yeah, it took us 6 months and a week, and there's 2 things I still have to finish because you're carrying 2 full mortgages. It's like holy cow, I mean, I'm like my money's going out the door so fast. So I forced to get in there, and I got some things that I'm using some of our guys from our networking to finish up for me. But
yeah,
I have like one little tile finish in the kitchen, and so I can put my my vent hood face in, and other than that, I just got some touch-up stuff too. And I'm handy with everything. I do everything myself for the most part, and I get my helpers in when I need it. I built a lot of houses. I remodeled a lot of houses, so that stuff's pretty easy.
It's in
for
your
me.
DNA.
It's in my DNA. Yeah.
He knows how to do it. I'm telling you, when he showed me the bathrooms and stuff, I was like, that's art. I mean, it's art on itself.
Right.
You know what I mean? And the bathrooms.
Yeah.
It's impressive. You got to see the picture.
Yeah, I want to see this. Oh, that's really cool.
If you send me the picture, I'll put it out there for the viewers
I will.
also.
I will.
It's incredible. It's like Ron is one of the most interesting people that we have.
I was just
going to
say, yeah, the way he was selling me on insurance, I was like, man, I need to rethink everything. And now he's like, oh yeah, I could build you a house. I was like, what the? Run a charity event.
I had this manager when I was with AAA for a while, and it was kind of funny because he was looking at doing it. And I said, look, I'll show you how to manage this yourself. You can actually build a house yourself. And between myself and a lot of the people we have in our group, you could accomplish that if you ever decided to go that route. It's a challenge, and you have to allocate time, but you can save yourself a lot of money. I would say that, I spent a good bit of money on my house, probably more than I wanted to, but the value of it to me is a lot more than what I spent because I know what I put into it. You know, it's ultimate. It's built right.
Well, at the end of the day, you look at it and go, this is what I built into what I want.
Yeah, I built it for me.
Yes.
That's what I did.
Yeah.
I didn't build it to sell. I built it because I know it's going to be there forever and retire there and stuff,
That's cool.
Yeah, you can build to sell all the houses.
Yeah.
It doesn't need to be the one that you're going to be living in.
Right. Yes.
Yes. That's it.
That's exactly.
What is your plan on, like, how long do you want to stay on that house? That's a good question, right?
That's an important question for anyone who's approaching anything. I'm going to be there until I'm done, That's just the way I look at it.
Yeah, exactly. So that's what I'm saying. It's like you got to build it for yourself because, hey, this is where I'm going to stay.
Yeah.
And you already retired from AAA?
Yeah,
right?
I did my retirement.
Yeah, you did your retirement already. So now you can say, like, now I can just stay put in that one place and I can do whatever I want to do.
Right.
Because now I'm just there.
I got my place.
Yeah.
And they're actually going to put a road in. We've had dirt and rock in there for a while now. And the town had notified us that they're going to actually put a road in our little street, which is exciting.
Cool.
Yeah. So.
Well, I don't know. We're going to get more cars now.
There's no end to it, though. It's only those 5 houses.
Is that cul-de-sac?
Yeah, well, it's not really a cul-de-sac. It's just a street that comes off the main drag that takes you right down to the park.
Okay.
And the park's only 5 minutes, so I take my kayak out there and we go out kayaking in there.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it's Jones Park. It's a nice park. They have 3 entries for boats at different depths that you can take down there.
Okay.
Yeah, it's really cool.
And you do kayaking too.
I like it.
Do you see?
Yeah, I love it.
It's just like discovering more things.
Yeah, you always do when you get to know somebody. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. That's so interesting. I mean, I remember when I was a kid in Brazil, we go to the beach, and then at the beach you could just rent a kayak, and then because in some places in Brazil the beach is not very strong, right? So because it's let's say there is a little bay, right, and then you don't get a lot of waves, right?
Okay.
So and then you can literally kayak, jet ski, whatever you want to do because the water is calm.
Yeah.
So you got a little bit of a wave, but it's the tiny waves.
It's calm waves. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's the thing is like every single time that we went to the beach, I was like, I want to go kayaking, and then my dad would have to pay for the rental of the kayak, right? So that would be great.
So
he does kayaking.
Yeah. Well, because Jones Park's right down the street. I mean, literally, I could walk to that one too.
Yeah.
A lot of people have golf carts that go down and around there, and I can walk to the Lucky Rabbit Bar, which is right up the corner. They have live bands there and stuff. But I have.
Isn't that where Paul goes to?
I'm not sure. It could be because it's closed. I mean,
good food, good booze, good music.
Yeah.
Yeah, they play a variety of stuff. They have a big area.
Do you know Paul? What's Paul's
Paul
last?
Briggs.
Paul Briggs of Stones and Scapes.
I
No,
mean,
I
you've met him.
I may have
probably
met him.
here at Buffing Talk event.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't recall the name, but
Yeah.
not saying I won't meet him soon.
Yeah.
You know?
He lives. I know he lives out past Liberty Hill, Cedar Park area. if I
Yeah, we
remember
gotta
right.
get him back on because he's been, texting on when we post
Yeah.
on Facebook.
Oh, nice.
I want to be on the podcast again. It's like, yeah.
Paul's a great guy. If you
Is
ever
he?
meet him,
Yeah, I'd
he's
like
a
to
great
meet him.
guy. Yeah.
So my kayak's neat too because I can carry it in here even. It's a blow up. And it's amazing what they've done with these things now and how
Yeah.
strong they are. I've taken it out to watch the bats downtown.
Yeah.
We've launched from Austin and went out that way. It is phenomenal. I love it. It's a two-person, and I can set it up in 10 minutes and be out in the water and, and back and fold it up and put it in a bag. It's like an oversized duffel bag,
Yeah.
It's huge.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it's really neat.
yeah.
Yeah, it fits in the back of my car, too. It's like, it fits in there.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah. Yeah.
So we just keep on like chicken building his own house,
Vegetables, yeah.
art, vegetables,
Kayaking.
kayaking.
Look, I pulled my first red tomato off the vine yesterday, and I pulled 2 peppers. So, for me, this is exciting because I failed miserably every time I tried to grow something when I lived in Cedar Park. I just couldn't get it right. And I changed everything. I had to put these metal, stand-up or these raised beds and made these covers for them so I can have just a screen and allow sun to come in, or I can fold it down and it diffuses the sun because sun's intense,
Yeah.
here.
Well, the sun is a thing that is trying to kill us all the time.
Yeah.
And also gives us life. Isn't that crazy? It gives
great
us
hands.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
gives us life, but also tries to kill it
Yeah.
all the time. It's incredible.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
a trip. Yeah. Oh, gosh.
No, that's really interesting, Ron. That's really cool. But you're originally from Philly?
I grew up there and in Pennsylvania, moved to Delaware. And then when I started my trek down here, I stopped in Missouri first to see a friend while my significant other and my daughter stayed back east, and my other kids are back east. Now, my kids are all dispersed now. I have a daughter that is a nurse who used to be a nurse. She's now does injections. She's all over the internet, too. She lives in Colorado. She has 4 children, and now I have 6 great-grandchildren.
Okay.
Wow.
And I have a daughter that lives in Maryland. She has 3 kids. I have my son that just got married. He's in real estate. He used to be in construction, too. And my youngest daughter, 27, she travels all over the place. She is a research scientist.
I got a question.
Wow.
though.
Yeah.
So, what is your sport of choice that you support, like your team?
Okay, I'm an Eagles fan when it comes to football.
Okay.
And I just got into soccer, and I'm watching our Q2 guys down there. I can't wait to go back again. I had one of the. It's funny, when I was a kid and I played football all my life, and we used to laugh at the soccer guys. We used to joke at them and dump on them all the time. That's
Yeah.
just what football guys did. But when I went into that event, and I was like, "This is amazing!" It was.
Isn't it so much
It
fun?
was so fun. Barbara, my sig she's like, "I can't wait to go back," and she's not. She can't sit through a whole game at football. She'll go with me, but she wants to go back too. It's really exciting. We had a great time, really great time. I could get into soccer.
Yeah.
When football season is on, we talk about football all the time.
What kind of football?
Well,
American
soccer?
football.
Okay, American football.
The American
Okay.
football.
Yeah, I'm an Eagles fan.
Yeah, so this year now, because of the World Cup, is going to be here. So there's
Yeah.
going to be a lot of talk, during that period of time that we're probably going to be talking about, the World Cup also in
Yeah.
soccer. So,
Yeah.
Aren't they playing in like multiple states?
Oh, no, they are playing Mexico, U.S. and Canada.
Okay.
So it's a 3-country hosting for the very first time ever.
Yeah.
Isn't the Open coming back in here too? The golf, the U.S. Open coming here again? I heard something about that. Was that here?
I'm not sure.
I don't know.
No, there will be a golf open the end of the year, but that's because it's being promoted by the good guys, the internet guys. But I'm not sure if it's going to be a PGA. I think it will be a PGA.
I know they
tour kind
come
of thing.
here. They go off
San
at the
Antonio,
360.
Yeah, there is one that they normally go, which is in Barton Springs. Is
Yeah.
it Barton Springs? It's an expensive area. They have some golf.
No,
course.
off of Pennybacker Bridge.
Yeah, off the Pennybacker Bridge.
Is
That
it?
whole area there is
Yeah.
that's a
That's one of the
That's
the
one of the
tours.
top- yeah, I was
that's
gonna
one of the
say.
tours
in
here.
Dallas also they have what they call the Colonial, I think.
Yeah,
that's the
they're-
name. Also they do
So
that
we're
with
talking about golf courses. I'll tell you a little story. My father, I grew up in the food business. That's why when we were talking earlier, I said I can help out with anything with you.
food,
Yeah,
catering.
Food
When he was
catering.
like,
when I was-
Really?
I
I'll
grew
be
up in
on
the
down.
food
When he was a
business. My
kid.
father was a caterer, but he also managed one of the golf clubs. It was called Chester Valley Golf Club up in, I think it was Newtown Square or Westchester out there somewhere, which is a burb of Philadelphia. And I was exposed to the golf very young too. I used to manage the little, I guess they called it a little. It was a little kitchen. It was like a, I don't know, like fast food type thing when the golfers came in. But I grew up. That's another thing. I can cook like nobody can. I'm not a Brazilian steak cooker or a barbecuer per se, like a smoker. But if you want real gravy made with real tomatoes, and we call it gravy. As I'm an Italian Irish. So we call it gravy, not red sauce or pasta sauce. We call it gravy. So I make that homemade. I take tomatoes and I get hundreds of tomatoes and put it in a big pot. I got one of these big metal pots and I'll cook that for like 2 days, literally, and just let it just simmer.
for the Italians out there, his name is Marchiani.
Yes, we pronounce it Marchiani here.
Yeah.
but
It's Marchiani.
it's Marchiani.
Marchiani.
That's how it's pronounced
Yeah.
properly. Yeah,
How funny.
yeah.
Isn't that great?
Yeah, that's awesome.
That's wrong, man. Hey, let's wrap it up.
Ron, we could honestly have 10 more podcasts.
Oh gosh,
and
yeah,
only-
we could have a lot of fun.
yeah, and
You'll
just
get-
scratch your life story and everything.
We'll get you back on with different subjects also, because I'm sure that you talk about anything when George is in, because he normally brings the questions that it goes like that. We can plan
Wonderful.
some subjects.
Oh, I
also.
love
Yeah,
it, love it. I've
absolutely.
enjoyed being here.
No, it's been fun, Ron. And I hope for the viewers and listeners out there on YouTube and Spotify that you enjoyed all of the conversations that we've had with Ron, our cigar review. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and follow us on Spotify. Until next time, thank you very much.